I don't know whether the loyalty come out of the religion, come out of the culture, or loyalty comes out of a language or a position for that matter. I want all of you to be an Indian and nothing else. I am the last and the first Indian. Who said this? Today is 14th April, and ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating as Ambedkar Jayanti. There's a great significance about the man who wrote our constitution. But this is very unfortunate that most of the people, especially women section from few caste, those who you know deny the fact that Ambedkar was a leader of the country. They said he was a leader of a particular group, scheduled caste, backward community. But this is not a truth. If you go and read about Ambedkar's life itself, he himself faced too much discrimination, whether it was to get a good education, whether it was to get a subject of his own choice. He was denied to get a subject as a Sanskrit, then he opted for a different language where he secured more than 90%. And this is amazing. When this is he was the only Indian who, not only Indian, I mean, I think in the world you will find hardly a person who has command over 64 subjects, 9 languages, more than 3 degrees, doctorates. He was not only a jurist but an economist, a fine economist whose guidelines and the value for rupee, if you go ahead and read about this, I've read it, the value for rupee and how he had, drafted the constitution and the economic structure of the country. And there's a great significance in uplifting women as well. If you read out his work, the Hindu Code Bill, I'm stating the Hindu Code Bill, if he would not had emphasized force our beloved Nehru might not have had done it. And he had done it for the betterment, for uplifting the women. Earlier, the polygamy was so popular that all lower caste women had to, get children through a man of upper caste. I don't want to get into the polygamy in detail. You can check it. It's available. What is polygamy? Polygamy was practiced in this very land, in this culture of India, by the upper caste to suppress to the lower caste, and especially when I talk about suppressing the weaker section, and the women were also part of it. When used to die, women were forced to die when their husband would die without even willing. They would force her to get burnt alive. All these things, whether it was education, sitting together, participation in parliament, participation in election, participation in any sort of social, political, economical, uh, you know, involvement. So it was all done by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So my purpose of to bring all these things over here is to ensure that people, those who have misunderstanding about P.R. Ambedkar, that he was a leader of a particular section, it's totally wrong. He was not a leader of a particular section. He was a leader of the country. He was a leader of all communities, sections, even for Muslims. He was a leader of people who belonged to a section which had low privileges, a weaker section. Weakness can be of anything: social, economical, political, the financial. So he had made certain rules and regulation through our preamble, which talks about equality, fraternity, justice, liberty, and all that. So it's all come true. It was all possible when he made a constitution after studying words, famous constitution. He drafted it, and he had a long history in his mind. So before you talk about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and start comparing with today's politician, he had no comparison with anyone. I'm talking about everybody, not one particular party, not this one or that one. He had no comparison with any leader which is standing right now talking too much about people of India, talking they can do this, they can do that, they are doing it, they have done it, they have done nothing. What Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has done for the people of the country, not for one section, but for the entire humanity in India on this very land. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. Have a nice day.